everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review. Chief Keef. Chief Keef is a Chicago rapper who sort of seemed to blow up overnight after Kanye West, for the Cruel Summer compilation album, put together a remix for his already hot internet hit, I Don't Like. And it was getting people to check out his other material as well outside of I Don't Like, mostly tracks from his 2012 mixtape that came out in March, Back from the Dead. And in fact, a lot of tracks from that mixtape are on this album, along with some newer cuts that were put together after Chief Keef blew up. Most notably this newer version of 300, which now features a very phoned-in Rick Ross contribution, and the track Hate Being Sober, which has 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa on it. It seems like right now Finally Rich and Interscope Records are kind of sitting back on tracks that are already popular, already hits on the internet, along with, like I said, a few new ones to kind of get Keef out there and keeping him on people's tongues. I guess it's kind of a smart move on Interscope's part, but Chief Keef isn't really playing the game in a way you would assume an up-and-comer would. For one, he's lashed out against the notion that Kanye is the person who made him famous by doing this remix, saying that he was famous before. Kanye didn't do shit. He laughed at the death of little JoJo, which shocked a lot of people to kind of see this young man die at the hand of street violence, the same street violence that Chief Keef raps about and a lot of people assume he's involved in. You can also look at his mannerisms in interviews, where he seems very kind of quiet and uninterested in even really talking about anything. And of course there's the instance where he didn't show up for his video shoot for the track Hate Being Sober with 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa. I'm really honestly not sure if there's anybody on the planet, especially in the rap industry, that gives less of a fuck than Chief Keef. Now, when you put this album on, the very first thing that's gonna hit you is this long, angry audio clip of this young kid screaming about Chief Keef, lashing out at people who question his authenticity, his thuggish background, saying that he's been on probation since I don't know when. And you know, honestly, I have to agree 100%. I do not for a second doubt that background. I don't question Chief Keef's status as a thug. I question his status as a rapper, because all over Finally Rich, I mean, you get recycled flows, recycled hooks, mediocre lyrics, and a really sloppy delivery, and a touch of bad singing as well, for good measure. The track I Don't Like is my favorite song on here. It continues to be my favorite Chief Keef song. It's kind of like the sex and violence of trap rap. This track in a lot of moments on here, basic. Lyrically, topically, guns, girls, drugs, money. I get a lot of commas. I can fuck your mama. I ain't with the drama. You can meet my llama. He makes A$AP Rocky look really deep, and he makes Waka Flocka Flame look like he's spitting Shakespeare. Sometimes Chief Keef being messy and amateurish and sloppy really helps some of these songs out and gives them personality, but it gets kind of old over the course of 12 tracks. And you know, I'm sure in a way Chief Keef is totally conscious of this, but I don't think he cares. I mean, he's not interested in following the rules, which is completely fine. You know, breaking rules is cool. I love when rules get smashed. But still, as a greater piece, it's not like Finally Rich is all that unorthodox. It's just kind of one step closer to the shallow end and the homogenization of trap rap. Keef does not care if the music is diverse or if the rapping is good. I think he's really just kind of bullshitting hilariously on some of these tracks, like Laughing to the Bank, where all over the track, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. It's kind of like, hey, we tricked you. And of course this track is delivered over the same bouncing bass lines and the skittering hi-hats and the synthesized bells and the orchestral hits that pretty much every song finds itself on top of. Now, to be completely honest, I feel like tracks on here like Diamonds, Love SOSA, Hallelujah, I mean, there are a number of tracks on here that are pretty fun. They're wild, they're crazy, they're dirty, they're filthy. I mean, there is an appeal to it. I just feel like this album gets kind of unbearable when singing and auto-tune comes into the picture. Like on the tracks Ballin' and KK and No Tomorrow. I mean, all those songs, because of the auto-tune, just sound like muddled messes. The real talent on this thing is this album's most utilized producer, Young Chop. If Chief Keef didn't have his detailed and memorable trap beats, he wouldn't have a musical appeal. I wouldn't necessarily personality-wise put Chief Keef in the ranks of other meme rappers like Riff Raff, even though he made a track with Riff Raff. I think he's got a little bit of a different flavor, but I feel like most people out there on the internet listening to music, listening to Chief Keef, are consuming him like he is a meme rapper, because all of his songs have these repetitive anthemic mantras that all kind of have, you know, a certain topic that is very obvious from the song title. I think the only people that are going to listen to this LP and find something truly real and just life-affirming about it are people who are about that life that Chief Keef is rapping about. Other people are just kind of voyeurs. Teenagers from the suburbs who are on winter break and waiting for Christmas, or college kids who are probably logging online after this review to check and see if their professors have posted their grades. Again, I like Chief Keef's sound. I love the singles on this LP. I mean, some of the catchiest and most memorable songs of 2012, up there with some of the most notable songs in trap music, period. But as an entire experience, this LP is really one-dimensional, it's repetitive, it's not an enjoyable listen from front to back. I'm kind of feeling a strong 3 to a light 4 on this thing. If you've given it a listen, what did you think of it? Did you love it? Hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And that's it. Thank you for watching. Anthony Fantano, finally rich, forever.